Hey, have you ever wondered which essential oils you should absolutely have in your collection? Today, I am sharing my top three favorites and the incredible benefits they offer. So, I am Tammy Coin, your holistic alchemist, helping you change pain into possibilities and possibilities into purpose. I upload content videos around holistic healing twice a week, usually Tuesday and Thursday, to help you on your holistic healing and personal development path. I also upload on every Saturday on the Holistic Pathway, my YouTube podcast around mind, body, spirit, and entrepreneurship. Those are unscripted conversations with others as we dive into our holistic path. And so, why listen to me? Well, that is specifically a question for people who are on a holistic spiritual journey and they are looking for personal development. So, we are a deep dive, not a surface level. So, our work together is around helping you get to all that you are. I have a master's degree in counseling. I am a mind body wellness practitioner. I'm also a yoga teacher with certifications in transformational coaching, um, transpersonal hypnotherapy, holistic nutrition. I'm a master toe reader, and also I am a yoga nidra facilitator. So there's a lot of things that I have to offer. I'm also someone with a severe history of trauma and abuse and loss, and I've gotten to the other side of it, and I help people unbox their authentic self so they can start living the life that they've only dreamed about. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my top three favorite essential oils. Back in 2014, I had never used essential oils. I didn't really know what they were, but I knew that I was ready for me to move away from prescription medications. But I wasn't actively seeking anything out. I was introduced to someone and they wanted me to try this essential oil. They put a drop in my hand, and I was like, I don't know what I think about this. Well, something to understand is essential oils are not regulated. So, what you can buy out in the store are often you don't know what's in them. There's no regulation on them at all, and they can be just a hint of an essential oil. And most often aren't a very good quality. Luckily, the first oil that I was introduced to changed my life. And because of that, it never occurred to me to ever try another essential oil brand because there was no need to. I got everything that I needed out of this particular brand and began using it 10 years ago. All of my family uses it now, this brand, and I've used it with my clients. I trust it over 10 years. Now, let me also say, I was a prior federal analyst, and so I was very skeptical about a lot of things. I have quite an eye for discernment of paying attention to things and calling bullshit on things that I think are bullshit. So, this particular company I have watched for 10 years. I have watched the company, I've watched the products, I've watched the people, I've watched how they take care of their people. And I continue to be impressed with it year after year after year. Now, this doesn't mean that everybody who is an advocate for the company does a great job. There's always someone out there doing things that don't help. So this could go on and on and on. So let's talk about my top three favorite essential oils. So number one is, let's see, can you see that? Is digestin. So Digestin is a proprietary blend from doTERRA. doTERRA is my preferred essential oil of choice. So Digestin has, let me find, it is a blend that contains peppermint, coriander seed, ginger root, caraway seed, cardamom seed, fennel, and star anise. This is for all things tummy. And if to give a little bit of history around me, I've had tummy issues since I was a small child. First diagnosed with an ulcer when I was 9 years old. This is what chronic stress and lots of trauma does to the body. Fast forward, I've had two major surgeries, both in which I've lost some intestines. I've had trouble with acid reflux. I've had trouble with bowel obstructions. I've had trouble with constipation. I've had trouble with diarrhea. I've had trouble with all of those kinds of things. I was on acid reflux medication most of my life. This was the first oil that I tried. I took one drop of it in my hand, rubbed it around my belly button in a circular fashion, and really didn't expect much. And I received immediate results in how I was feeling. So I was hooked. I was hooked with this oil from the very, very beginning. And I really at that point didn't care if they had any other oils. This was my favorite. And I also love, let's see, I didn't have this prepared. Let me get it. I also love to share emotional benefits of oils. One second. Because a lot of my work is around uh, emotions. And so I often give the, well, you know what? I'm having trouble getting what I need for that today. Well, we'll come back and we'll do another video about that. How about that? So, digestion, the short of it is the emotional thing has a lot to do with your power center, which is around the belly area. This is the third chakra, which is the yellow one. And this is around your power center. And this is around having challenges digesting life. Okay. Now, digestion, to give you an idea, also comes, this is the regular bottle. It also comes in what's called aroma, or not aroma touch, but comes in touch. So touch means that it has a roller ball on the end. So instead of this, which looks like that, instead of this, you have it in a convenient roller ball. Now, the doTERRA Touch, the oils that come as touch, they are also mixed with fractionated coconut oil so that it's a smoother roll. So like this would be great if you're at home. You can put it on the bottom of your feet. You can put it directly on your belly. I have found that once I started really understanding how all the parts of my body were connected, I found that when my stomach has, say, food stuck, I have something stuck, I will immediately get stopped up here. So I've also used digestion around my nose to help open sinuses when I have food stuck. And also another conversation. But when you're using touch with the roller ball, this is super convenient. I carry this one in my purse, and this is super convenient because if you're someone who is sensitive to oils, hot oils, with again, a story for another time. But when you mix them with fractionated coconut oil or another carrier oil, it allows you to, it's kind of a protectant for the skin. Another time this is really great to use a roller ball is, let's say you need to spread it on a larger area. So let's say you were doing not this particular oil necessarily, but let's say you were doing one and you needed something for your muscles, as an example. You might want something that you could easily kind of swipe down the leg or swipe down the arm. So having the touch option is super great. Now, digestant also comes in these digest tabs, which look like that. So these are excellent in the event that someone is experiencing acid reflux type situation, rather than, say, grabbing, something over the counter like Tums or something like that. You would use this. And again, what I have found is that once I began using essential oils, I actually began healing the original problem, so it wasn't an ongoing thing. So I have these in case I need them. And sometimes this happens when I have a lot of stress going on. So it's something that stirs up, but it's not ongoing to where I have to have it all the time. When I was a teenager, the running joke was I used to have to buy a bottle of Maalox, and I carried it with me back when I used to cruise. So not so fun, but that's the way it was. Okay, my next favorite oil, and these are both in the touch because I carry them in my purse, is Balance. So Balance is the grounding blend from doTERRA. This is absolutely fantastic. It can help you if you're feeling ungrounded, you're feeling, kind of all over the place, you're having trouble maybe concentrating, having some anxiety. This is excellent for that. The next one is called Serenity. And Serenity is the restful blend. Looks like this. And this, a lot of people use when they want to go to sleep. They can use Serenity. Now, what I found as someone with the history that I had with complex post-traumatic stress disorder, I used to have what I called episodes a lot, where it's like a panic attack on steroids is what a PTSD episode is like. What I found, and I was using the regular type, I wasn't using the touch. I don't even think doTERRA had the touch at that point. But I would take 1 drop of Balance and 1 drop of Serenity in my hand. I would rub them together and put them on the back of my neck, put them over my heart, and then inhale 3 times. And within seconds, or if it was a really bad one, maybe a minute or so, my body would start to calm. The oils would get to my central nervous system and I would begin to calm. Now, what's great around that is there were no chemicals, there's no pharmaceuticals, and it was a way for me to help me through my healing process without using any of those other things. Now, it's important to know that there is a lot of misinformation out there around essential oils. So I also am very picky about what I attach my name to. So if I don't believe in it with my whole heart, it's out of integrity for me, and I'm not going to do it. This particular brand has repeatedly helped me change my life. And oil, or Balance and Serenity together, were the 2 oils that allowed me to work with myself as I was healing complex post-traumatic stress disorder to get to the other side of it. I still carry these with me often if I'm around other people and they're having a panic attack or they're having a lot of anxiety, or whatever is going on, I have these with me in case they need something to help them immediately. And I also carry digestion with me because what I have found, it's not necessarily made for this, but women who are in menstrual cycles and start to have cramps and stuff like that. I had someone come to me on a job one time and said, "Hey, I'm really having some bad cramps. Do you have, I know you have essential oils. Do you have anything for that?" And I said, "Well, the only thing I've got with me is digestion because I always have it with me. And it's not really about that, but you can give it a try and see. It won't hurt you. You can give it a try and see." She did, and she came back and she goes, "Oh my gosh, that was amazing. I'm going to use that every time." So the coolest thing about essential oils is they have preferred uses, suggested uses for physical and emotional type situations. And yet I am always finding new ways to use them. Um, let's see. Yeah. So I cannot recommend this brand of oils, and in particular these three. They are always with me in my purse, and I highly recommend checking them out. So let me know, are you someone who uses essential oils, or doTERRA? What is your favorite oil? If you've never used oils, what questions do you have? I'd love to help you answer those. So in summary, my top number one brand is doTERRA, and my top three oils are Digestin, Balance, I'm not super good at the camera thing, and Serenity. So if you would like to know more about essential oils, I will actually put the link to my essential oil retail store in the comments. Um, However, you can always purchase retail if you choose. However, if you would like to talk to me about essential oils, find out my recommendations for the essential oils for whatever you're using them for, whether it's physical health, emotional health, or spiritual practices. You can also book a free consultation and we'll talk about essential oils, and another way for you to purchase at wholesale if you don't want to pay retail for them. So I think that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. This is Tammy Coin, your holistic alchemist, helping you change pain into possibilities and possibilities into purpose. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.